Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. Recently I've been seeing a few comments from newer players asking how to activate and start the end game boss events, so I thought I'd put together a short video showing how you start all of them. This is just one of many Fallout 76 guides I have on the channel, so if you're interested in seeing more, make sure to support this video by clicking on that like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. To start, we're going to begin with the three which require you to launch a nuke. Now, to launch a nuke, you will need to have completed the I Am Become Death questline. Once that's done, make your way to a silo and follow all of the steps until you get to the point where you can launch the nuke. Now, if you get stuck with the silo code, search up the website Encrypted, which will keep you up to date with all of the latest codes. I'll pop the link down in the description for anyone that needs it just for a little bit of help. It's time to select the actual locations to start each one of the events. The first location we're going to look at is the Ultracite Prime. This is the spot you'll have to nuke if you want to spawn the Scorched Best Queen. Now, the actual placement of the nuke is actually pretty important for a few reasons. Firstly, if you plant the nuke straight down covering all nearby locations, it's going to be a pain for everyone spawning in to help you kill the boss. So instead, just clip the location so that way you can actually move around freely without being affected by the nuke zone. The next little tip, if you want to have a chance for a bonus fight, make sure to clip the radius of the forest just to the left of the Ultracite Prime. This will then give you a chance of spawning a wendigo Colossus. So now you know the location, all you'll have to do is launch the nuke on these spots, and then as soon as it hits, the event will start. Now, the second boss fight is going to be the Colossal Problem, where you can go and take on Earl Williams. This one again requires you to launch a nuke, but this time you want to be nuking the Monongah mine as shown on screen. Again, don't fully cover the surrounding area as you'll be killing everyone that leaves the mine after the event unless they've got protection. Instead, just cover the icon with the nuke radius, allowing kind of a bit of space for players to run out of the zone and survive rather than get irradiated and die. Always make sure though, on that kind of note, that you fully cover the location icon. You can sometimes just clip it and it triggers, but sometimes there's a little bit of a risk that you touch it and you don't kind of cover it enough and the event won't start, and there's nothing more annoying when you don't do it properly. Now, the third boss event is going to be the Seismic Activity that came in with the Nuke World update. This one is probably one of the kind of easiest ones to kick off because there's no kind of thought process that needs to go into the actual nuke location. All you got to do for this one is make sure that you hit the abandoned mine shaft 2, which is just kind of like to the southwest of Nuke World. As long as you don't cover the Nuke World location with the nuke, you're completely fine and it shouldn't be bothering anyone. Again, with this one, once you launch the nuke, the event will start by itself, so that's all that bit's kind of completed and ticked off. Sadly though, you don't see too many people actually doing this event compared to the other ones because it's not as good for kind of XP gain and reward gain. So maybe just do it if you want a bit of fun, but if you want some more XP and more rewards, I'd probably go with the Scorched Best Queen. Now finally, the last boss fight requires a completely different quest line and no nuke is actually needed. This event is called Encrypted and can only be triggered once you have completed the Calvin and Lowe's quest line, which you start by interacting with the sheepsquatch Ate My Brother poster. This poster can be found at any train station in case you haven't done it already. Now, once you're fully up to date with this and have completed that quest line, you can go to the train station again and purchase a recall keycard circuit board. With this, now head to a Tinker's Workbench where you can craft this into an Assaultron recall keycard. Now, once you've crafted this, you can go to the pylon ambush site in the ash heap and activate the recall beacon for the imposter sheepsquatch. This will then trigger the event and notify everyone that it's beginning. An important little tip for this part though is once that you've been on the terminal, it'll inform everyone in the server that the event is going to be starting. You'll then have like a little bit of an extra timer before the event actually starts. So what you want to do then is allow as much players as possible to come in, give it a minute or so, people will join up. That way you've got extra help when completing the event. And then once a few people have spawned in, go back into the little hut and then start the event on the terminal. This one for me is a lot of fun. It's a bit different because it includes like a few different bits and bobs. You've got like a boss that goes invisible that you can't actually attack unless you activate the pylons. And then you've got the challenge of staying alive when you've activated the pylons. So yeah, it's just a little bit different and a little bit of fun. That though is how you start all 4 of the end game boss fights in Fallout 76 at this current moment in time. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to support the channel by clicking on that like button. And if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe for more Fallout 76 videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.